Today we're going to be replacing the jet pump in our Muskoka cabin. Just to step forward a bit, I want to familiarize you with some of the fittings that you're seeing in the video. Starting with this black line coming out of the left wall, that is the line from the well. The second black tube you see coming out of the back of my well pit is actually a line that goes to our garden hose on the outside of the cabin. And then the third line you see here is a little bit of PEX that I have installed a couple years ago, and that is the actual cabin water system. So that actually goes to everything inside the cabin. Our old jet pump had seen better days. I had it rebuilt a few times, but it's just gotten so rusty inside, it's beyond repair. Here I've got the pump set back in to show you the hookups. You can see the tap I've got that turns the system on to the cabin here, and then also going to the garden hose. And you can see that I've got, I'll just unhook this right now, but there's the line going to the well. So taking that pump out, glad to see it go. And then I'll actually put the fittings in to connect this to the existing system. Fitting here goes to the well. That there's where I prime the system. Just remove these caps so you can see what we're dealing with inside. We're going to make a quick trip to the hardware store and grab some fittings. So again, this is the garden hose line. That's the line to the cabin. I'm going to remove that whole system and pull the pump right out. It's this old line, and sometimes it's a lot easier to cut it than it is to fight with it. The SharkBite connectors push off quite easy, so that's what I tend to go with and avoid using the torches underneath the cabin. Now the tank can come out. So that was quite simple. We got the old tank out. And now I'll just set the new one in place just to see where I'm at and what length of new piping I will need to make this thing work. Well, for starters, I'm going to take the pump and I'm going to turn it 180 degrees so it's like the orientation of the other one. I will likely have to get new hose. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. Here you can see the wrench on the bolt. That's how you unhook the pump and just give it a 180 turn, connect those bolts back up. So we've got the pump now rotated 180 degrees on the tank, and I'm just putting some Teflon tape on the old fitting. I'm going to thread this back into the jet pump. It's just plastic, so don't over tighten it as it could break. This is the fitting I bought that goes to the cabin. It has a SharkBite fitting on it for the cottage piping and an adapter to fit into the existing tank. Put some Teflon tape on the adapter, thread that into the tank, and also put some Teflon tape on the SharkBite fitting and thread it into this adapter. We'll give everything a quick tighten. Again, we're into plastic, so do not over tighten this as it could snap and cause a water or air leak into the system. Now we're going to hook up the jet pump fitting. I have a little spigot tube. I'm just going to apply some Teflon tape to the thread. I run about 3 rounds of Teflon tape, and you notice I'm rotating the fitting just like I'm threading it into the housing, because if you actually put the tape on the other direction as you're tightening that fitting in, it's actually loosening the tape. So if you go this direction, we'll actually tighten the tape up as you're putting it in, and it won't unravel on you. See how nice and clean that fits? You could really hand tighten these, but just gently tighten them with the wrench. Don't over tighten them. Again, I can't stress that enough. That's done there. So now it's ready to set into place. We'll cut our lines to the right length and get this thing all hooked up. Sometimes it's nice to apply some heat to that old piping, as it'll actually make it a little bit more pliable to push the fittings in. Just a little note here on this tubing. This is actually the same material that I used from the jet pump to the tank. It is a lot thinner than the line that's going to the well, so I found it would collapse easy under the pressure. So I've actually since replaced that line with the same ABS or PVC tubing that's actually going into the pump. So it's a lot thicker and it doesn't squish in the structure. The pump just had too much suction and it would actually collapse that tube. But I did like this one because you could see the water traveling through it to see when it was primed. I'll push the PEX into the SharkBite that's coming out of the tank. And you can see here our garden hose line. Push that in. Don't forget to put a clamp on that line first. And then I've got a T that's going to run from the cabin plumbing to the to split to go to the tank and to the garden hose line. Just going to pop that old fitting off. Push an on-off valve onto the cottage line, and then I'll attach the T with a little short piece of PEX. Just need enough here to join into the rest of the system. In hindsight, that switch should have been put the other way. I'll just pull that out for now. Then I've got another valve that's going to be able to turn off the whole system, or I can actually just turn it on and run the water to the garden hose, or if I open up the valve going to the cabin, I'll have full pressure everywhere. A little bit of heat to make that more pliable. Throw my clamp on, push in the spigot with a SharkBite adapter. Insert another short piece of PEX in here. And that, I think, is it. We are totally complete. The system is done. So it's just a matter of hooking up the power to this. If you don't know what you're doing, please hire an electrician. Ensure the power is off to these wires. I have the fuse removed in the cabin, so there's no chance. And there's also a switch on the outside wall, which is turned off just in case. So there's no power coming to this line right now. It is a fairly simple hookup. It's just a hot wire, negative wire, and a ground. We'll just recap this. And insert the fuse back in the cottage, and we'll turn the power on. Just double check here to make sure everything looks like it's right. Everything's hooked up, and away we go. Make sure both valves are turned off. Power is off, and we're going to prime the pump. Just gotta get some water and try this. So the idea here is you're just going to fill it up until it stops flowing. Water should actually fill that line that's going out the back here down into the tank, and put a little water in the pump. This is what you call priming the system. Sometimes it does it on the first shot. Sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 times before it actually sucks enough water out of the well. See water running in. I can actually see it working. There's water in here. We know that it's primed. You can see there's water in the pump, so I think it worked. She's primed. I'm going to put Teflon tape on the nut, and then tomorrow I'm going to get the proper switch hooked up. I've got a valve that I rig up in here. All we do now is we just let that run until the pressure builds up. The pump shuts off, and then we can turn the valve on. We'll have water at the garden hose through that line there. And then once we have all the leaks fixed under the cottage, we can turn this valve on to fill this cottage water system, including the hot water heater. Every year we have problems with these SharkBite connectors. And every year I'm told at the hardware store there's no issues with these. But something with the cold, even though we blow the system out every year, something over the winter causes that brass to crack and fittings just fall apart over the winter. As soon as you put some pressure to them, they blow right apart. Send water to the hose. This opens the line to the hose. There you go, there's no leaks. So now we can send water to the house. there. Another one broke. Hopefully you can see that. This SharkBite connector has also failed. So we replaced 3 in the fall. That was the 4th one by the kitchen. This is 5, and we haven't got the system pressurized yet. And I blew the lines out, as I do every year. So I only got one more connector left. And then, if budget has it, I'll redo the whole system in PEX. I believe it's a little bit more forgiving for expansion and contraction in the wet. Look at this now. This is exactly how it was pulled out. I didn't touch it at all. She was blown apart. Most of them aren't usually that bad. But that one is, as you can see. Grumpy old troll is back. Section is fixed. Goes like that. Water is on. Let's turn the water on to the cottage. Runs. Water's on. No leaks. Don't hear any other leaks either. Wait a minute. Okay, let's go inside. It's normal for the pump to run when you open the system to the cottage because the lines are all empty and full of air. So it's got to pump water to fill the air. So it does need to repressurize, and it'll run for a while depending on how big your system is.